Hi, my name is Jared, and this is my academic discipline response. First off, I'd like to talk about the audience, who I think that he's reaching, and I think that he's talking to the people higher up within education, the people who are able to make the shift to come to a more efficient way of bringing across information. I think his claim is that in order to be at the most efficient way of teaching, we need to make changes in different places to be able to see what is the best way. And I think he's really getting across that we haven't been able to find out really the best way of teaching because we've been doing it along the same way for so long. Purpose of doing this is just to reach not the most perfect form of education, but just a better form of education within institutions by trying new things or receiving information in different ways, or even putting information out in different ways, and just really allowing other people to make a shift to better education within institutions overall. He talks about how there has been a little shift just within how you guys receive your information, how professors receive their information, where it's not just where a professor's on their own and they, like, what they're bringing across is just what the institution has given them, what they have learned, and then what other faculty have learned. It's gone outside of that to where they're also teaching subjects. They're also able to collaborate with people within the field of their study, and not just people within the university or faculty. What I thought was interesting is he talks about looking at universities that have kind of sparked this change, and then he looks at universities that haven't sparked this change, and he kind of asks the question, why has this happened, or why hasn't this happened? And how I kind of took that was the universities that are sparking this change in education, they're a real stepping stone to see where education could go in the future, because just from that we were able to see sort of what works in the future and what doesn't work right now. And by doing that, we can see maybe some things that they're trying don't work, and that's okay. They tried it and it just didn't end up working out, but some things could work and could cause a shift to better education in the future. But then we could also look at what we have been doing could be working, and we could just progress that from there. But just taking bits and pieces of what does work and doesn't work, we're able to better see where education could go. And I think that'd be huge. He also talks about, well, I do agree with what he is saying, that there does need to be a shift in how we are receiving our education. And he even talks about a department or maybe even a degree within the shifting of education, which I actually do believe will happen, or some universities will offer that, because going into the future, the times are changing and how we're receiving our information is changing, and the ways of teaching will change too. And I believe that that'll be huge for the future. So that is my response to the academic discipline article.